Hey, Mike Callahan here. I had a question submitted about to-dos, what their importance is, and how they interact in Service Autopilot. So, first of all, to-dos are near and dear to my heart. I think they're one of the most integral parts of me having the ability to scale a successful business, as well as many other people that I work with and are in my accountability/masterminds group. Very similar with Smart Objective. There's 4 or 5 key ingredients to a to-do to make it successful. And I kind of like the idea that you can't go in and bulk edit and delete to-dos. Because it makes you feel the pain of not following through on what should have been done. So SMART objectives, basically, this acronym I'll work down specific. They're specific enough to fully understand, measurable, they can tell when it's completed, achievable, it can be completed, relevant to the game plan, and time-bound, has a deadline, a specific date. A to-do encompasses 99% of this, and it gives us a glorified checklist each and every day to make sure we're on point and hitting our business goals. So if it's not documented, it never happened, in my opinion, with a to-do. So when a to-do is completed, there should be a note on there, whether it's returning a phone call, I left a voicemail, talked to Mrs. Smith, I returned my quarterly sales tax, whatever that is. But they need to be specific, they need to be measurable, they can be achieved, so not too many to-dos, and relevant to the game plan. So they're going to move you from point A to point B where you need to be, and they're time-bound. They have a specific deadline. So we want to be assigning these to-dos to a specific person with a specific date and a specific time that they are supposed to be done. So if we weren't self-employed, a lot of us, and we're working for the man or a corporate business, this is the systems these large corporations to scale and dominate their markets use. So being self-employed, in my opinion, is not an excuse not to get in there and create executable to-dos for yourself and your team and hold yourselves accountable. So at this point, I really feel it's necessary that we circle back and look at to-dos and what they can bring to our business. They are not a waste of time if they're set the correct way, and they remind us and hold us accountable to the daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly things we should be doing in our business to be successful and help ourselves and our team accountable to the final goal. So if we're not tracking it daily and weekly, by the time we get to the end of the season, it's too late. So that's why to-dos have been so successful in my business, as well as other people I've worked with and learned from in the Service Autopilot ecosystem. If you have any comments or questions, drop them below.